Welcome to the world's biggest online homeopathy summit. I am Dr. Suman Halder, your host today. I would like to ask Dr. Dhanalakshmi to introduce our chief guest today, Dr. Martin from Netherlands. Please introduce him.
Okay. Mr. Martin is my close friend. He's from Netherlands. And we met him. I actually met him in Homeo conference, which was held in New Delhi by the HPWWC. He was sharing his dias with Dr. Manchanda and all, and they came up with papers on HP, a lot of papers on HP, a lot of work on HP. And that is I was discussing with him, and that's how I came to know about him. I'm happy to invite you, Mr. Martin, here. And he likes to be called himself Mr. Martin because they're not allowed to call doctor there, it seems.
Okay.
So he's called me Mr. Martin. So welcome, Mr. Martin.
Welcome, Mr. Martin. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We would definitely like to learn more about homeopathy in Netherlands and specifically your Homeo prophylaxis.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm a homeopath from the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands you can be a homeopath in two ways. You can be a medical doctor, and after that you can go to a school, a homeopathy school, and study homeopathy. It is not possible to go to a university. You can also be a homeopath and not be a medical doctor. So you have to go to a homeopathy school then for 6 years, and you learn there the trade. I love to go to India because the way you are taught, the repertories you know, the way you handle your cases is for us in Europe, I think, but especially for me in the Netherlands, we can learn a lot from you. And that's why I love to go to India and love to be there. And this year after the seminar in Delhi, I went with a group of colleagues to the Naminath hospital in Agra and learned there. And I've been to several places in Jaipur, for example, at the university there, did a postgraduate course. And I'm very happy that next year, again, I will come to India with a group of colleagues, and we are happy that Dr. Lakshmi will be our supervisor then with our visit to the National Institute of Homeopathy in Calcutta. So about homeoprophylaxis. Homeopathy in the Netherlands is allowed. It is allowed, so it's not forbidden. But when I have put on my website the piece the CCRH was producing, the Indian government was telling that the homeoprophylaxe for India was arsenic, and you would give it for 3 days, and that must be repeated after a month. When I saw that, I thought, okay, I want to share that with the people in the Netherlands as well, and I wanted to put that on my website. But 2 years ago, I put also on my website a little message about polyoinfluenzinum to prevent the flu. And then there was a group of people that don't like homeopathy, and they went to the inspectorate of the Ministry of Health, and they said, look what he is doing. He is telling about something strange that would prevent flu. So the inspectorate looked into it, and they said, okay, this is homeopathy. What is that? It's nothing. But it's when he said that it's good for flu, then it must be a medicine. Is it registered? No, it's not. So he is making a promotion for a medicine against the flu that is not registered. So we will fine him. And it was an enormous high fine, 7,500 euros. It's an enormous amount of money. So when I heard that arsenic C30 was the HP for the COVID-19, I knew that I couldn't say that. So what I did, I put on my website the message from the Indian government, just to show, okay, people, this is what the Indian government is doing. This same small group who is against homeopathy, they went to a member of parliament in the Netherlands. And that member of parliament, she asked questions to the Minister of Health. And she said to him, she asked him, have you seen that website of the guy, the Munck, who said that HP can prevent infection with COVID-19? And is it allowed that he is doing that? Aren't you agreeing with me that this is stupid and not scientific, and shouldn't he be stopped? And so the minister looked into it and he answered, written, yes, I agree. This is stupid and it should not be allowed. And I will ask the inspectorate to stop him, or to look how we can stop him. So that's the situation in the Netherlands. It's allowed, homeopathy. I'm still allowed to say that homeoprophylaxis can prevent diseases, infections. And I can say that homeopathy can help in all kinds of cases, but I'm not allowed to mention the remedy and the disease. So that's difficult in the Netherlands, but yeah, we are also having homeopaths who are not believing in HP. So from two sides, they are pointing at me, can you stop, because it's dangerous and perhaps we can't do our homeopathy not anymore. So it's a difficult time in the Netherlands in this moment. I think that's also in other countries. I think HP is, because I love to talk about HP, I love to publish about it, but if I look at other countries, I don't see that there is a lot of other colleagues who are doing this. So I hope that I can continue the work, and I hope that we can still come to India and learn, and then be able to publish in the Netherlands, and I will continue that work. And I'm very happy that next year in February, we will come again with a group of 9 homeopaths to India to learn from all of you. Thank you.
Dr. Pankaj, would you like to say something? Because he is so much interested in learning homeopathy from India, and it is our honor, really honor, if we can help him to spread the knowledge of homeopathy to all over the world. Because he is so much passionate. I have gone through his website. I have seen him so many times in different places. That's why when Dr. Dhanalakshmi proposed, I said that it is absolutely tremendous work he is doing, and he should be coming with us webinar so that we can get enriched from his knowledge. And also, whatever you are doing, Mr. Martin, that is really a good thing, and you are inspiring many people to come to India to learn homeopathy, and you should continue this endeavor. And congratulations to you for doing it. And I would like to ask Dr. Pankaj how we can facilitate him so that whenever he comes to India, how we can facilitate learning faculties, learning possibilities to European countries. Please, please.
Can I first react? Because I have been now in India for 4 times.
Yeah.
And it is so overwhelming to meet so many very nice colleagues. And in Jaipur, in Delhi, in the south of India, in Kerala, everywhere I went, in Agra, everywhere I went, I was welcomed as a friend of the family, and everybody was so helpful and willingly to help us to learn, to explain. And that's why I think a group of colleagues likes to join me on my journeys now. And so I'm very, very, very grateful. And I know that if I want to go to Mumbai, I have people in Mumbai who said, okay, come to me, come to me. And so it's great. I'm so happy that I have so many friends in India and we have so many possibilities.
It is pleasure to know
Suman,
that.
I'll
Yeah.
like to add something here.
Yeah.
Mr. Martin, I resonate with you. I can completely feel your agony when you talk about not being able to practice, when you really know that, I mean, not you are practicing, but not practice openly, because there are so many forums that I'm a practitioner in Canada here. So I really, really know the restrictions and how it feels. But according to my experience, we as a homeopath got immense say and success when in only one province homeopathy got regulated. We have some guidelines made. We have it was a long battle, I must say. But once I find that in any country, no matter, going to India is definitely, we it will be enhancing. And I have learned everything from my alma mater, in a National Institute of Homeopathy. It's always an enriching experience. But what I think is that in the place where we are practicing, the need of the hour is to get the government bodies involved in what we are doing, to get them, encouraged that, see, there should be some forums. We should not be afraid of being tested. They can test our knowledge and then give us, these are our rights and regulations, these are our rules, and we should then respect their framework and try to work within the framework. Because once we have a framework or a guidance or a rules and regulations, then only we can spread homeopathy in different countries. Until unless the governments of the different countries start giving us laws and bylaws, I think that's the need of the hour. That's my input on that.
Yeah, Dr. Pankaj, you have anything to say?
I'm first of all, hi, Mr. Martin. I just want to mention that Dr. Pradeep Gupta and me, we are age-old friends, and I am one of the back-end team person for that college. Been working, since the very beginning, selection of the land time till now. I am working as a back-end team, preparing a project, CCRH shortlisted Neminath Homeopathic Medical College. We placed our proposal to the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for doing some proper research work in these cases. So we wrote a proposal asked by Ayush. So they have shortlisted us. We are preparing one proper detailed research project to submit them, and definitely we are already a quarantine center, that. And definitely they would be allowing us to do some research on the patients coming. So definitely this can be one official study on the cases of COVID-19. So we are doing that. We are trying. I just want everyone listening me, all my participants, all my colleagues, to really wish Neminath College for the success that's really required. Because our difficulty is that the second lecture by Dr. Shobra, that how we are shattered because we all are separately, living. Only difficulty is that we all are not really properly doing our work. We are not together. This is a very good time, and we all are coming together discussing all these things. So many good suggestions, so many nice things have come just now. And I just want to go back in one discussion regarding the one-sided diseases. See, there was one word seems to be was discussed, and that was very lightly taken. Seems to be here is the meaning that there is nothing like this, that's no symptom, but it appears, means after doing everything. One reference I would like to say that Pierre Schmidt, one book, Defective Illness. It's a small book of some 50 pages. Every one of us should read that book to get that explanation about this. Here he says seems means there are symptoms, but they are covered over because of the wrong treatment, this and that. So seems that it doesn't mean that there are no such one-sided diseases. So these are the things we should be, clarifying. And until we discuss, until people like Dr. Suman are not going to create such kind of platforms, not getting people together, maybe one day we'll be asked to close the clinics and everything. So it's a high time, thanks to the COVID-19, that we got tickled. Our gray matter is started thinking about it. So wonderful effort, Dr. Suman. I
Thank you.
appreciate this.
Actually,
And
yeah, you mentioned the book, no? Defective Illness.
Yeah,
The
defective
person,
illness.
yeah, the person who inspired me actually reading, maybe the same person inspired you also. He is none other than Dr. Ileb Khan, sir.
I only, the student, means for last some 30 years, I just, any difficulty, I have only one door, and above that, there is only God, nobody else for me. So I
Yeah.
only just knock that one door only.
He is with us. That's why
Yeah.
I told you, yeah, sir
Oh,
is with us. Yeah. So,
Can
sir,
I just
Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
good evening.
Good
Yeah.
evening, sir.
Hello, sir.
Sir, before you, there was mention of defective illness. That's why the common link between you, me, and Dr. Pankaj was that book. No, that's why actually it is a very good thing. Pankaj, you should be knowing. Whenever I was in PG,
Yeah.
sir used to tell me, "Ki, buy this book and give it to me, and keep on Xerox copy for yourself." Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm telling you that is the fact. He made me bought so many books. No, actually, everyone was actually laughing. Why you are buying so many books? So actually, whenever I was in first year, he told me that if your thing is full, no, I will never be able to give you anything. Okay, just keep your thing empty, then I will be able to give you something. Okay, that is the thing. That is the thing I learned from my Guruji, and he is here. Okay, so it is my pleasure to introduce him, Dr. Elim Khan sir. He is with us. He is a classical practitioner, and he is also the inspiration behind Dr. Gorang. Yeah, he used to sit with us, with sir, so long time in OPDs at NIH, and actually I was very fortunate getting him as a mentor, as the guru of, and as the guide of my PG in MD of homeopathy. So, Dr. Elim Khan sir, please go ahead and say whatever you wish, and everything, whatever you will say, we know that that will be gem for everyone who is listening to this webinar. Please, sir, go ahead.
Thank you, Suman. First, I congratulate you that you organized a wonderful as well as a beautiful webinar. This new idea of connecting each other is a very marvelous. And you, as a one of the chief coordinator, starting to making connecting each other, especially some are from the NIH, some are from the different country, and some of the outside of the Calcutta. It's a good contribution for the system of peace. People talks, lots of things and different ideas. And since morning, I found that especially the people from NIH is going to be congratulate you and your idea of this webinar, myself too.
Thank you, sir. It is our pleasure.
One thing which I like to discuss here. I think that during my tenure of National Institute of Homeopathy, especially with you, all of you, you have got the witness of lots of cases. actually for that one case of the palmar psoriasis by Staphylococcus aureus. My humble request, suggestion to you and all others, those who are working with me or work with me, both, they can share their profession of my cases, especially with explanation. I'm just here, I am going to say, in a few minutes, I like to make it clear. People are not able to understand. I don't know why. The question of epidemic is not only restricted to the symptom mortality. We need depth also. I don't know why people are not taking too much care about the depth of symptomatology and coverage of genus epidemicus or anything. You know, what way I need to learn homeopathic materia medica and art of prescribing. The reason behind it is very simple. That first I read classical books, especially Fountainhead, as per my guru, Dr. Gyan Gundar, suggestion that why you are not going to read Fountainhead of the Medica, especially Hanuman's writing. Then after that, I worked very hard. Still I am working of 5 days of a week to search the beauty, art of prescribing of homeopathic materia medica into the bedside. Suman,
Yes, sir.
one thing that I was very pleased after so much struggle to reach the point of prescribing. First,
Yes,
I read very deeply learned homeopathic materia medica pura chronic disease and TFLN as well as hair guiding. And after that, I'm going to search them, their confirmation and reconfirmation in the later uh, stalwarts, their success in the prescribing. My dear friends, my simple request to all of you, make homeopathy more practical. Make homeopathy in the field of practice. Make homeopathy lighten the bedside. This is the only and possible way to survival of homeopathy. Whatever may be the government and any other areas of the different countries, they are going to demoralize homeopathy. But I can assure you, my friend, this always survives. Always. And his survival is nobody is going to be hampered if we are going to save homeopathy in the bedside system. We need bedside clarification. We need bedside confirmation. Let's come back. I'm simply saying, my friend, that make yourself free from the prejudice. And one more indications have been given, especially related with the proving trustworthy. Your trustworthiness and no prejudice at all will make homeopathy more practical and more survivable. I will give you, some people ask me why you are so much insisting arsenic, why you are so much insisting of nitric acid. You know that most of my understanding of the different stalwarts of the globe that they are going to be name of the medicine for municipality because as the treatment of Corona-19. My friend, I need, as a student of homeopathy, share your indication, share your moment of prescribing. That is more important for survival of homeopathy as well as the removal of corona. Here I'll give you. Tomorrow, I'll share my experience with the webinar in the Naninath Homeopathic Medical College. I heard lots of things, but where is the indications? If you have got no insisting indication and moment of prescribing, this indication, I'll give you one example of Brahnia. Brahnia, if you go through the genealogy of Brahnia from the original books, means in depth from Bacteria Medica, etc. This is a wonderful coverage of pathogenesis of the name, as Russell have coverage of rheumatism and rheumatic complaint. But it's not enough. We need indications and moment and area where the Brahnia is going to be evaluated. Grown up. I need grown up Brahnia, grown up arsenic, grown up nitrogen, grown up every medicine with the help of indications. Here I share you, after a good study of a longer time, since my the college life of Calcutta, I got arsenic and the nitric acid, these two medicines, which I confirm repeatedly in the fourth Hahnemannian scholars and their writings, that they have a full depth related with the right attitude, imposing all those bad things, disease, anxiety upon him. Only two medicine. I'm not saying with this repertory analysis. I am saying with the pathogenesis. These two medicine having a very deep frightened insight. I will reconfirm it regarding arsenic. Once, sometimes in laughing mood, very cheerful mood, so I can say that arsenic in this situation is prescribed by only 3%. One doctor, Sir John Ware, another doctor is PD of Calcutta, and third, humble myself. Why I am saying? One day I sit with Dr. SPD, a great prescriber, wonderful man, and has got deep depth in homeopathic materia medica and organ and practice of medicine too. He is very potentially, he got experience of a man like this British homeopath, especially Sir John Ware and other physicians at that time. One day he asked me that, "Dad, do you say about something arsenic?" I said, "I am very poor in arsenic and other homeopathic medical medicines, sir. I came here to learn from you." I hope, no. I know that you have a good amount of knowledge of homeopathic materia medica. I said, very poor, sir. Your information is also very poor. He laughed and said, I say you one case of therapeutic. It is taught by Dr. Sarjan there. And after that, I am fan of Dr. Sarjan there. Fan. I'm mad for this. I'm always searching his writings, indications in different places. Now, thankful to Bijan, who publish, not, I think, not Bijan, I think this is Dr. Jivan Harishan and his associate. Published all the materials. Let us come to the point that he asked me that do you prescribe arsenic in a case of nausea and vomiting, which is mostly found during the journey of sea journey in the ship. And he started to say some of the medicine, but he asked me about arsenic. I said, two factors. One, we should prescribe the typical indication of arsenic, arsenic thirst, arsenic anxiety, etc. etc. Another way, that anxiety and frightening feeling of this particular situation make him so much deeply influenced that he imposed himself that he is going to be vomiting. My friend, question of imposed. And he was very happy with my answer and said, very good analogical understanding of arsenic. If you go through the Helensky note, and I said once more about some of the writings of Elizabeth Hubbard, they came to one simple point of arsenic and nitric acid, that they are very much morbidly, the question is morbidly, the question is the depth of pathological expression of that, whatever may be the name of the disease, either or any disease or a simple vomiting. He watched the vomiting, the attitude of the different people's vomitings, they make him become so sick that he imposed himself that he is going to be vomiting. This phenomena is so much marked in the arsenic, and a deep frighting himself, as well as some part of his facilities is also found. Altogether, he has got a morbid fear of any infectious disease, or any infection, or any prevailing disease. Morbid, I am saying morbid. Why morbid? Morbid means his virulency, as we will find in the case of coronavirus or any other disease. When the depth, not superficially symptomatology, it is a question of the depth. Arsenic has got wonderful coverage, parallel with the nitric acid. Simple differentiating features that arsenic have thirst, nitric acid has simple no thirst at all. Much fastidiousness, least, and I think is no such prominent fastidiousness in the case of nitric acid. Sweating no mark on the palms and sole, maybe sometimes offensive, but coldness is dominating features in the sweat. Just few symptoms, as Ellen said in the nitric acid chapter, relations, is very similar to the nitric acid, arsenic, in the morbid fear of. He used at that time, cholera was very virulent. Now this virulency is also very much prominent in the case of Considering all these factors, my choice in favor of not only the repertoire analysis of the cough, that, etc., etc., but the full mental attitude. And previously, I got many wonderful results with the arsenic. In present day, it's non-diagnostic, non-specific corona cases. We are dealing with near about 3 to 4 minutes. And I also found the symptom of this corona like symptom since my childhood, because every virus and the bacteria is to be found in our atmosphere and climate. They need environment for their life. When they got their environment, they are going to be virulence. And I told you, my friend, with just few months and gradually the virulency of corona is going to be reduced. We capture corona, hopefully, as well as I am getting one more thing which I study, which is Facebook and others articles. This one more later stage they develop dry. I think it is not dry. Inside they have expectoration, but they are so stiff and plastic-like exudate that is not able to outside. As in the one case of autopsy, they found these symptoms and character of the expectorations. I think this expression is very similar to the Kelly-Bye. One strong indication of Kelly-Bye is no sense in the nose, which I share. Dr. Rashid Delhi has shared me regarding the symptom of corona. I think sometimes we can keep in our mind Kelly-Bye symptom also. Basilinum. Whenever this cough and cold is going to be received on the throat, settling in the throat, indication and very much in favor of basically. Many people are going to get the symptom of Gelsemium, Brania. I am waiting for Brania. And the expense of hot weather is a dominating feature in the climate, environment, and any motion activation. I surely take a help from the Brania. Gelsemium is more hot climate. But the fear of ordeal, achanak, we be fear not, here the symptom not very much similar with the gelsemium. Rather, gelsemium is going to be very potent when the atmosphere is going to be more hot, more sunny. My humble submission to the profession, to all of you, those who are telling me, simple that organ talk, one factor. Indication is very important factor. Without indication, we are not going to move at all. If you're moving, we're moving with the prejudice. Animal always warn regarding the prejudice. Another important factor, my friend, if you like to really understand Venus epidemicus, my humble request to you, please read Animal in the organ. as well as the writings of Clark. Genus epidemicus is wonderfully explained by James Clark. There are lots of things to share. You have all those audience, those who are sitting with very long period around Dr. Suman Halder, and I share my experience. The doctor say, hope in future. Your attitude is shaping for the profession. I salute to this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Pankaj, would you like to share anything?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very much enlightening, very much understanding for so many things which we were going around, brainia and this and that. Very clear-cut differentiation, understanding. I just want to share one thing, that whatever the cases I am just able to see, they are not coming. I don't know whether it is a corona. I don't think it is corona, but so many patients are showing nitric acid symptoms. I just with the learning from the sir, I just decided that I will definitely know from the patient what is happening, and they were showing lot many anxiety of nitric acid type. So I only chose according to the symptoms being shown by the patient, because I thought, as always been learning from sir, that just look for the indications. So many cases I was really able to handle with nitric acid, and they responded very well with the nitric acid. Thank you very much, sir.
Then, Dr. Pankaj, you just reconfirm the experience and suggestion of stalwarts, post-Armenian stalwarts, and effort of Armenia.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Dr. Gorang, any
Yes.
concluding speech?
Yeah, I would like to conclude. So it's an honor for me to conclude for my teacher, Dr. L.M. Khan. I hope, can you hear me?
Yeah, it is absolutely loud.
So I want to just very quickly in 1 minute tell you the first time I met L.M. Khan, sir, which is very, very interesting what happened. So I was this guy who came from Mumbai with a lot of attitude and arrogance. You know how it is for people from Mumbai. They think everything is them. So I came from Bombay to Kolkata with a huge bag, like a haversack with lots of books. And I came and I directly landed to Organon OPD. So I met Dr. L.M. Khan. I saw Dr. L.M. Khan, sir, is sitting. Dr. Suman was also there. I think he was the PGT. I don't know which year.
Yeah.
I don't remember which year. And there were about, let's say, about 15 to 20 doctors sitting next to him. And I just straight away with the bag, I walked in. Chup chap. I stand behind all the doctors. So no one came to know who I am, where I am from. I just standing. I saw one man, very thin man coming, sitting in front of and coughing. Coughing. So I was just seeing what they are doing. So everyone is asking question. All doctors asking कि खांसी कब चालू हुआ, क्या चीज से बढ़ता है, रोदे दिन, शीत दिन की भालो लगे, वो सब चल रहा था. Okay, I was seeing. They were asking modalities, and L.M. Khan sir actually was not even looking at the patient. He was looking like this up, then he was looking somewhere else. I don't know what he was doing, and I thought he कौन सी जगह मैं पहुंचा हूँ. I didn't understand what am I doing here. What are they doing? And then I don't know what happened. After 5 minutes, L.M. Khan sir just suddenly got up. He said, "अच्छा, थोड़ा पास आइए," and he just took his hand and he checked the person's right part of the face and then the left part of the face. Right part of the face, left part of the face. He did it 2 or 3 times. And then he looked at everyone, "Thik ache." And I didn't even know Bengali. So, which means that, did you get the remedy? I said, my God, what's happening here? People are asking questions and there is this physician who just after 5 minutes gets up, just touches the face and tells, this is the remedy.
Yeah.
We were all amazed. And I was amazed because then he told, "Beta, you open Borik." And he showed me this indication, which I'm going to show you, which I never forget in my life. I want to show you this. So you can see this. You can see this in Drosser actually. Coldness of left half of the face with dry heat of right half. देखिए, see the depth of his clinical materia medica, where he has developed a kind of clinical indication of almost many remedies like that. And I was lucky enough to collect these indications, apply it in my practice, and today, that's what I do. I try to learn from different people and I apply it in my own way. But this is what was the magnanimity of LM Khan sir. I can go on for hours. Someday we'll just talk about what I learned from LM Khan sir. I think even he doesn't know what I learned from him. But anyways, he's like an industry, and all of us are just so grateful. In fact, even before coming to Kolkata, in Bombay, when I was in Bombay in CMP Homeopathic College, everyone would talk about Kolkata. There is one Dr. LM Khan. His knowledge is very good. I said, how do you know? So they told me of a very interesting story. I'll tell you very quickly in 1 minute. So what happened one day in Bombay, all the doctors came together in the college. And
I'm very sorry. I have to go. I would love to listen, but I have other appointments.
Yeah. Just one moment. I'm interrupting Dr. Gaurang.
No
Actually, for Martin, there is one question. Whether he has written any book or not. From our audience, they have asked whether you have written any book or not.
No.
Okay, you have not written, no? You have website, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, can you spell or can you say that so that everyone will be able to know? Yeah.
So my website is www.Martin de Munck, my name, with ck.nl.
Yeah. Okay.
Martin
Okay.
de Munck.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Martin. Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much for teaching us. And thank you for the opportunity to speak to you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Dr. Gaurang, please go ahead.
Very quickly, I'll tell you in a minute this story. So what happened was that I'm from Bombay basically, and I was very inspired to go to different places to learn. So everyone told me, you go to Kolkata and meet LM Khan. I said, why do I have to go to Kolkata? Why don't I learn here? They said, one day LM Khan sir had come to Bombay to do a live case. I said, what happened in that live case? Tell me. So what happened was, there was this man who had a very big headache. And there were many doctors sitting there, about 20 doctors from Bombay, and LM Khan sir was one of them. So in Bombay, we take a lot of history. We go into the past history, mind history, dreams history, family history. Huh? So everyone was asking history. And LM Khan sir was just observing the patient, all right? This art of observation is something that I actually picked up from LM Khan sir. The only thing the man was doing was, he couldn't sit properly. His whole body was just touching the wall like this, constantly touching the wall. He couldn't stand in the middle. He would just kind of stand in the corridor with his whole body touching the floor like this. So LM Khan sir just saw this and he said, I know the remedy. Give this remedy and meet me later. So all doctors from Bombay went crazy. He said, how can you didn't even ask any question. How did you know the remedy? So LM Khan sir told, acha ek kaam karo, you open Allen's keynotes. So he made everyone in Bombay open Allen's keynotes. And in Allen's keynote, he told, this is the main symptom of the patient. Standing is the worst position. They can't stand. Standing is very uncomfortable. That's why that person is trying to take support of the wall. Just this kind of clinical homeopathy is something that I think Dr. LM Khan sir is known for. And I'm so grateful that somewhere I've learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gaurang. Thank you for sharing this.
And I would like to say something here, because you guys are in India. I would definitely not fail to seize this opportunity to talk about sir, because you guys are all MDs and everything. I just did BHMS.
No, it's not so actually.
I remember the day, the sir, from the first day after we were in the ragging phase, and one guy with a swag and he plucked the rose from the center. We used to call PMC, everybody would know. Yeah. So we plucked up the rose and he's standing with the swag. And I asked somebody and he said, he's Dr. LM Khan. And then going on, we learned everything from him, and he used to teach in the Organon. I clearly remember one day he was telling, and we were scribbling in our, I still have organon in front of me. I was scribbling here, and there comes a chalk and hits me, and he says, "Kya tum munshi banne aaye ho?" So I like, he has that swag. And one more thing I would really mention here, which has helped me in my clinical practice here always, is the one bedside thing I did with sir was, sorry, my voice is hoarse. Everybody was sitting, and we were in the OPD, and we were taking the case. He said, take all the case. We take everything, and they said, okay, jo tumko observe kiya bolo. And everybody narrated everything, and then he actually said, "Piche ho jao." I will really tell you in Hindi only, because he said, "Piche ho jao," and he said, "Ye kya hai mere haath mein?" And he just picked up a kapda over there, and he said, "Ye hai jaal. This is net." And tumne net घुमाया, and
Wow.
pani mein फेंक दिया. And what have you got? And we said, "Sir, these are the symptoms." He said, "कचरा लेके आए हो, मछली तो वहीं छोड़ दी." So, so till now I remember that when I'm talking to my patients over there, in here in Canada, and people come here, and sometimes a patient goes on and on and on, and I really think in my head, I'm not getting the fish till now. So I keep on digging, and most of the time I think that I get kachra, and then I try to find the fish. So I really owe this one to Dr. L.M. Khan, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless
Yeah, from him only we learned that homeopathy is a lifelong endeavor.
So everybody, Dr. Suman, going nostalgic. Am I?
Yeah, you
able
are
to
allowed.
say-
Yeah, of course.
See, I tell you, everyone is telling, his nostalgia. Gaurang, I know you through Sir, seeing you first time, but knowing you from Sir, so many discussions about you with him. Then when I met Sir, my father got him here, my home, and I met him. I said, my father, I'm going to learn there. Luckily, I got the admission in NIH, and I was there in DEP NIH for 2 years. So my first experience in the clinic, in the bedside, was one patient of rheumatic fever was there in NIH, which was his case. And that boy, he was under a lot of difficulty because of the fever, joint pain and all, very high fever. So Sir went Trivandrum for the examination something. And behind him, I was the only assistant doctor to take care of the patient. He went very bad. I called Dr. Chatterjee, K. Chatterjee, for cardiac examination and all. Then he advised, give all this. I can remember I just collected so much of money and all. And as he advised, whatever the penicillin and everything, I collected the money and bought the medicine, gave it to him. And there was a news, flashing news in NIH, that this Dr. Pankaj of Delhi, he has given allopathic medicine in Dr. L.M. Khan's case. I thought, what? Kya ho sakta hai? Matlab, one should not think of killing the patient. Anyway, next day, Sir came and I got left and right. What is this? So I said, all right, means what is to be done? He said, he's my case. Do as I tell. All right, okay. Then, not in the NIH, but then I thought I should go meet him to his clinic, make him understand, sir, this is the situation, this boy will die. I went to him. He told me, he listened my thing, he said, go sit there tomorrow morning, let me see. You should be there seeing the patient, let him die. You go sit at the bedside and see how patient is dying. That's it. And to my surprise, tomorrow morning means when before that he came from Trivandrum and he saw the patient. I think, as everybody is saying, 1 minute is rather more. He saw the patient and he said, he called the nurse, Natromure LM1 3-hourly shuru karo. All right. I said, what is this Natromure? He asked only one question to the patient, that can you go to urination? Can you pass urination in presence of the nurse? Would you like to pass urine here on the bed because you're so much of suffering? He said, no, this is not possible for me, that anybody is standing. I will go in any way and pass urine there. I don't want anybody else here. And if you see the patient, his neck was very, very thin. So seeing this, he started Natromure, and I thought, I literally cried for that boy, that this boy will die. What we are doing. But to my surprise, that patient, improved like anything, you know, and he was there for so many days. When I finished my course, I brought him here in Delhi. Now he's very well placed in Delhi, doing very good work. But I must say that even though I belong to a family of homeopathic doctors, my father is Dr. M.L. Aggarwal, and lot of conviction for homeopathy. But my personal conviction, first time at the bedside, seeing this RA case with natromure, then I understood that if we really learn the way he teaches, we can handle, all such kind of cases. Lot of things to learn from him, lot many things to discussions, and I think lot of time we are taking for everybody. Thank you very much, sir. Always.
It's a little bit like a lifetime achievement award.
Yes. No, it is a great blessing. It is a great blessing from the God that me or all of you, everyone, those who got the blessing from sir, learning from him, so many things. So it is a wonderful achievement. I only see myself as a student till now because of that, so much to learn, because sir is always like, अभी तो मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, अभी तो मैं सीख रहा हूँ. तो where we are, I don't know. We are just nothing.
Yeah, as Dr. Gorang was telling, from observation, he learned observation from him. Actually,
Yes.
this is the thing that we learned in 3 years in MD. Yeah, that is the
Yes.
only thing that we learned. And I understood that this is not learning in 3 years. It is a mission for life. It is a mission of life. If it is not in a part of your life, then you will never be able to observe properly. Just being a
Yes.
true observer, unprejudiced observer, is a lifelong mission. Lifelong mission. Whenever we are observing, we are doing something wrong. Either something hidden biases are coming, so that our observations are getting cluttered, diluted, and somehow misinterpreted. So whenever we are not becoming an observant is one thing, and becoming an observer who is unprejudiced in another thing. And this is a lifelong journey. And I am really indebted to sir that the glimpse what he shown to us in our OPDs are invaluable. We learned many fraction of that, and we are going on with it in our life. No, and we are really trying to sharpen. We are really trying to share this knowledge to everyone who is present in the seminar, and as it is live on Facebook and YouTube, so we would really be it would really be helpful to many of the persons, not only the 2000 plus members who joined live on this webinar today for more than 7 hours at a stretch. I can find many persons who are actually sitting from since afternoon, no, since 2:30 they are here and they are continuously watching, and so there is so much value. But at last, I would really like to say something about this webinar. I am Dr. Suman Halder. Really grateful to everyone who were are in present in this online seminar. Online seminar means webinar. It is a tremendous response, and I should say this is the power of common person. We are not from any government organization. We have, we are here only to uphold the conviction of homeopathy. Okay. Only to only to disseminate the power of learning of homeopathy. Okay. So it is not an organization, but the 2000 plus members who have with us since afternoons for 7 long hours. And these are the one thing that is required in life. Doing good to others, and it will magnify and come back to you in some other way. That is the only reason perhaps why we are alive also in among this COVID pandemic. Maybe that is the part of our mission, I think. I thank all my teachers and gurus who are present and also not present, especially to my guru, Dr. L.M. Khan sir, Dr. Subhash Singh sir, Dr. Akhilesh Khan sir, who not only helped me in organizing this seminar, but also guided me in every step how to proceed with it. I should thank to my true friend, Mr. Shubhra Kanjilal, who has been like a part of my life journey, both in ups and downs. Thank you, Dr. Shubhra.
Thank you so much, Suman. Thank you so much. And the same for you too.
Okay. And also to all the juniors, seniors, and our teachers at NIH, to our speakers, Dr. Harpi Sani from Canada, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Misra, Dr. B. Dhanalakshmi, Dr. Pankaj Aggarwal. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dr. Saurabh Arora and Dr. Gaurang Gaikwad. Thank you.
Very quickly, I want to add one very important thing. Dr. Suman, what you have done is really amazing. I think 2,000 plus participants is unprecedented. But I want to tell you that.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just yeah.
So I want that, you have a very good team of doctors who are talking and amazing teachers. A lot of them are my teachers. You should plan right away in next 1 week, the next webinar.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was going to tell him that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dr. Gaurang. Thank you so much.
Heart is the same.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because this is a continuous learning process actually.
We'll change
Yeah.
the topics and make it
I hope with your able guidance, we will be continuing this endeavor. Please stay with us and we will definitely go far ahead. Yeah, Dr. Akhilesh Khan sir, please.
Thank you to all of you, those who have taken part as a speaker, and the audiences, and so many audiences, even from Carla Chemical from Starling was a participant here, and she told me that I could not listen because of the network problem. So many people.
Oh.
So customary to conclude. Already Suman has concluded it. A nice organized program. Just I observed since 2:30. So I think it would be not end. It is better to declare sine die. It is better to declare sine die.
Thank
So
you.
we continue. The webinar will continue.
Yeah.
So I like to thank to all of you by declaring sine die, not end.
Yeah.
That's a better term.
Yeah. I would really like Dr. Hanneman bless us that we may go on his path and serve the humanity. Stay safe, stay healthy. Signing off, Dr. Suman Halder from Global Homeopathy Summit. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Namaskar.
Thank you.